Well, everybody, aside from switching over to the coaching staff, we're ready to go. We're ready to go. The only thing we have to do, we have a great, well, maybe not a great goalie coach. Honestly, I'm just going to run someone at goalie coach whose specialty isn't even goalies. We're going to have A-pluses next to Alex Ovechkin. And just deal with it, even though we do have a B-minus goalie coach. I'm not worried about an extra assistant coach in the AHL. We will quickly switch over scouts as we have to do time and time again. To the Advocate, what's going on? If you don't get to the third round. Oh, no, let's keep going. You never know. The only reason we're still going is because every once in a while, we have a player that makes it worth continuing. That player, for the most part, has been Jamal Wild. He's pretty much the reason, single-handedly, as to why I haven't quit yet. If we're being honest. He is pretty much the reason. But let's fix this up. I'm tempted to auto-assign scouts again. Just out of pure necessity. The problem is we might have to do that a couple of times just to actually get a look at all the proper information. But it might be worth it. I mean, we're at the point now, if we do go the full 25-year limit, one more good draft, you never know. Could be the tipping point. Could be, it could be. All right, 90 forwards, 45 defensemen, 15 goalies on the board. And if we take a look, scout-specific players, who's available? Winnipeg, Prince Albert, Vancouver, Kelowna, Seattle, Tri-City, Moose Jaw, Tri-City, Calgary. Demetrius Kilger is the first player available to us. Miles Turnbull. I think you can already see where this is going. Ronald Betts as a goalie. You can already see where this is going. Adam Janik is still there for the third year in a row. Nobody took him. Johnny Climie. Uriel Cross. Got the Stan Dixon. And we are already past the guys who are projected to be drafted. Rylan Schmalz. And see if he was tall. We could call him Biggie. Edgar Phillips in goal. Oh, this is going to be, again, just an absolutely abysmal draft. Mike Savage as a defender. Shout out to Mike Savage. Jackson Corvo. This is going to be absolutely awful. Lagasse in goal. Chance Estrada. Didn't even see Ahmad Ekford. Louis Tham. Marty Maroon. Great alliteration. Jack Sarno on... Hey, look, Medicine Hat finally represented. Lethbridge with Ian Hackett. Nick Thorne for Red Deer. And we'll stop it just about there. Now, for this scout, congratulations, you get to do the exact same thing. Actually, what we'll do is we'll back you out. Scout-specific players. I should have marked down the numbers. You know, that's exactly what we're going to do really quickly. So, number 49. Number 79. Number 90. 120. 144. 190. Just to see if actually putting effort into scouting is worth it for us at all. The answer is definitely not, but you know... We'll see. 353, 431, 440, 450, 452, 466. Pick number 509 on the boards. 537, 555, 564. And that's where we stopped, was with Thorne at 564. Whoops. And of course we hit back one too many times. That's great. That's great, that's great, that's great. So what we're going to do is go to a second scout. We will go to Olish. We will assign him the same exact dudes. So we have Kilger. We go to pick number 79. Number 90. Number 120. 144. 190. 256. Jesus. Maybe we get AJ Pierzynski's batting average from the year the White Sox won the World Series. That's never good. 346. 353. None of these guys are going to be good, but you know what? Screw it. Might as well try. 431 in Corvo. 440. 450. 452. 466. 509. 537. 555 and 564. Beautiful. Now we go to our next set of scouts. That is Lebda. And we go below 564. Let's see what we got. We'll go in reverse order. Tri-City, Kelowna, Kamloops, Calgary, Gene Irons. Absolute trash. There was also Quincy. Woods, Tri-City. This is awful. Len Acton's there again. See how many scouts we have to assign to actually get proper information on everybody is pretty much what we're doing. As big of a pain in the ass as it is, I want to find out, like, can I get appropriate, accurate information for these trash bags? That is the game plan. And we will find out. Because normally it just autocorrects and isn't accurate, but if it says it's a fully accurate report, then damn it, I want to know. You got Heatley, you got Zimmerman, Ralph Sereda. Why am I doing this? I mean, again, for the sole purpose of this is where all of our players are. I'm not allowed to have anybody else who's actually good. Alright, so in reverse order, 567, 624, 641. And then if this does work, then I'll highly recommend that everybody do this in their Draft of Glories if you are limited on who you can actually, draft like we are in this. Why not? I don't think it'll work. Again, we have the best scouting department you can possibly get, essentially. 749, 752, 765, 769. Nice. 876, 883. And there we go. Those are our boys. So one more time. With the scouts, Johansson, please give me all the appropriate information that you possibly can. With 883, 876, 769, 765, 752, 749. Because somehow having all, the crazy amount of scouts I get every year, it doesn't give us appropriate information because they only pay attention to the dudes who are supposed to be drafted. Which again means you can never have like crazy good steals. You can never be like, oh yeah, this guy was supposed to be undrafted, but we turned him into a fucking champion. Like, that just doesn't happen. Like I said, they need to expand how interesting scouting and drafting can be in this game. But there we go, that's taken care of. We'll experiment around with it once. Let's get to simming. We will have the prediction up in chat as to whether or not we will make the playoffs. Will we make the playoffs? That is the question. I'll just bring up the one that Endo had up from the other day. Every WHL game. Basically. As we end up signing Dominic Simpson, Raymond Trainer, Eddie Holland. I forgot all about those guys when I set up the team. Whoops. In fairness, Trainer and Holland actually aren't that bad. I think Commissaric and Dwyer can get kicked to the curb for Holland and Trainer. Aside from that, we should be okay. So that'll actually make that fourth line pretty damn good. Let's get Trainer in there. And let's get Holland in there. They are a -1. And there's nothing I can do about it, but that is okay. So Commissaric and Dwyer will take a seat as we will play Christensen. That is the only change that we're making. Which means I guess we'll have to go look at Holland and Trainer real quick, but we can do that, why not? I lied about who your Calgary Flames are. Totally lied. Totally lied. So, Eddie Holland is 23. Loves long walks on the beach and Call of Duty. Look at him. What a man. That is Holland. And Mr. Raymond Trainer. son of Megan. I mean, pretty damn close to a mullet there, bud. I like it. If we can't have bald people on the team, we need the all mullet team, you know? It's pretty much where we're at. It's pretty much where we are at. Back to simming now. Back to simming. Ray tracing. Oh, snipe. No. Boo. Boo, snipe. Boo. Get booed. How dare you? Oh boy, what will the ratings be for this year? That is the question as we... Oh my god, the menu lag right now is abysmal. What will the ratings be as we take a look for our season opener against the Dallas Stars, who beat us in the playoffs last year for the second year in a row. 95 on offense, 82 and 71 in goal. We have Dillman, Irwin, and Tanaka with outright abilities. Altshuler, Davison, Hillis, and Luongo with superstars. Let's see what happens. Let's see, let's see. It's time to sim. It is time to sim the game. Will we make the playoffs again? We haven't missed the playoffs in almost a decade, which is honestly insane if you think about it, that we haven't missed the playoffs in that long. It is outrageous. Oh, but don't we need a high-rated goalie? Boy, don't we. Boy, don't we. It's the most important thing, let me tell you. Let me tell you, it's the most important thing. By the way, February 2nd, 2022, Wordle's about to trend on Twitter if it hasn't. It's a hell of a meme word today. People are about to lose their fucking minds. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Anyway. Oh, winning record so far into January. Top of our division, as it stands. After you finish this, I'm going to do the 32-team challenge again. Oh, the Masters? Fuck no. No. I don't have as much fun. I don't have as much fun with that. I don't like the idea of... Like, essentially, like, it's not the worst idea in the world. I'd like that Crash has done it. You know, Deke Slayer as well. Like, just that idea of... Again, you get 5 years with each team. I'd want the limitation of only being able to trade for people who are on the trade block, but at the same time, it's just so random. Like, if it's going to be random as shit, I'd rather have it be a draft to glory where it makes sense that a good team fails all the time. And you could argue just how good our team has been, but at the same time, well, they sim well in the regular season, so by some definition, they're good, you know? And it looks like, barring a miracle, we are about to make the playoffs again. Goodness. Well, yeah, I mean, Rock Smash, that's the issue, though, right? Is, yeah, you can sit there and just trade everything to stack up your team, but at the same time, when you just lose time in and time out, it's like, ugh. I don't know. That type of idea I get burnt out on kind of fast. We have yet to clinch our playoff spot with 6 games to go, but it is likely. The Kings have already claimed the division. We lose to the Avs in a shootout, so we're still not locked in. We lose to Nashville, we're still not locked in. We do beat Vancouver, and there it is. We've made the playoffs again. We've done it. One more time. We have made the playoffs. It just keeps happening. But will we actually do anything in the playoffs is the question. As we will be taking on the San Jose Sharks. Lovely. Let's take a look at our team stats. I don't care what the Sharks look like. I'm not going to put any hype into these matchups. We're going to quick sim them. I don't put hype into it until we actually do well. Rankin and Irwin topped 100 points. Wild on 88. Tanaka on 83. So Splitting up the lines and spreading the wealth seemed to work pretty well. Rankin did only score 6 more goals than he did last year, though. Altschuler took a pretty big hit in terms of production. But, I mean, we had the vast... I mean, look at that. Luongo had 54 points as a rookie. Christensen had 44 points. So that was kind of the key, is how well would these two do being put on a line earlier than they should? The answer was quite well. Defensively, 34 points for Dave Mack. In goal, 894 for Hendricks and an 876 for Mendez. Yet we made the playoffs. Love to see it. Freaking ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Tankert led the league in points. I only really care about the rookie race, in which Luongo finished tied for second in points. Aiden Saric completely ruined it. Completely ruined it. So with that, here we go. It's playoff time. Round 1, game 1 against the Sharks. We are on the road. Can we finally do something, please? I did find out, however, I can't run college football. CPU is too old. Ah, Deke, that's a shame. So it's I mean, you know, I was looking at the clock actually a few minutes ago, and I'm like, it's probably a no for F1. It's not too late, though. Unless it is too late. But yeah, I got college football to run, thankfully. Here we go. First period, 3-2. Goaltending is indeed optional. Power play goals for Blair and Wild. Dillman scores as well. Second period, now 3-3. Third period, 4-4. We're going to overtime after a Rankin power play goal against our former goaltender in Rick Percy, in which we lose 5-4 in overtime. We lose game 1 to one of our former players. You'll love to see it. Second game of the series. Second game. First period. There we go. Luongo. I was going to say first period, please do something. Luongo gets his first ever playoff goal. Dillman scores as well. Hawks, hello, I'm doing well. Second period, now 4-1. Beach and Altschuler. Have you found that having a great defense makes your goaltender not develop? Could be a part of it, yeah, because they're facing less shots. I wouldn't say they're directly correlated, though. Third period, 6-2 final. Dillman and Irwin with extra goals. We are tied at 2 apiece. Beautiful. Beautiful. Deke, how old is your PC, though, if it's not able to run that? I mean, like, stream-wise, like, quality always looks good. So. First period of game number 3, it's a 1-1 series. Split goalless. Second period, far from goalless. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. We got goals from Tanaka and Irwin. Third period, we lose 5-3. Literally all the goals. Shout out to Chard. Thank you for being able to stop him. We've missed you. Thank you for the 4. We're down 2-1 in this series. All 8 goals were scored in the second period. To hell with your expectations. Oh boy. What if we go best lines here? Out of desperation, let's just go best lines. It bumps down Christensen and Luongo. That's okay. It's like 3.5 years old. Really? My computer's about the same age, and it works. But then again, I have a... God, I don't even know what the hell I have in this PC. I'm so horrible with that type of stuff. System? I have an AMD Ryzen 7. So I don't know if an i7 is a bit too low down the deal, but that's a shame. That's okay, Dick. Well, it's not, because if you wanted to get away from F1, but that means more time to play F1 here. When you can. Please. Alright, we'll go best lines. It drops Wild and Rankin down to the third line, but you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Here we go. Game number 4. We're down 2-1 in the series. First period, 3-1 Calgary. Rankin, trainer Rankin. Love to see it. Second period, now 4-1. Rankin with the hat trick. Third period, 6-2. McElhaney and Rankin with his 4th goal of the game. Turns out being on the third line's not a bad thing. He gets 4 goals, Jamal gets 4 assists, and we all have a Merry Christmas. Yeah, it was game 4. There we go. Game 5. Game 5. Can we get out of the first round? Please, 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 please. Pretty please. First period, 1-1. Trainer with the goal. Second period, 4-1. Tanaka, Irwin, and Rankin. That's the Percy in the playoffs that we know and love. Third period, 5-3 your final. Irwin sealed the deal. And we have a 3-2 series lead on the San Jose Sharks. Beautiful. We'll go to Game 6. With the lead, Clifford Rankin is deadly in the playoffs. Maybe the best playoff performer we've ever had. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. As the internet's taking a dip. I don't like that. All right, we're good. First period, goal apiece. Silvestre with the goal on the power play. Second period, now 2-1. Tanaka, third period. We are going to round 2. 2 goals from defensemen. We are going to round 2. How do you like that? Back in the second round for the second time in 3 years. After not being able to make it out of the first round for 6 in a row. We are moving on. Hendricks with a 9-10, which is better than pretty much anything we'd ever gotten out of Noel Doan or Rick Percy or Bolig. As Stockton also moves on to round 2, we will be taking on our arch enemy, the Seattle Kraken. We do have home ice advantage, though. Let's get into it. First period of game number 1. 1-0 Calgary. Trainer with the goal. Second period, still 1-0. Third period, 3-0 Calgary. 2 goals for Josh Blair. And a round 2 game 1 victory with a 33-save shutout for Hendricks. It's not the first time we've won game 1 in round 2 and then blown it, though. Game number 2. We are up 1-0. It's a beautiful day. Shout out to Bono. First period, 1-0 Seattle. Second period, 3-2 Calgary. Tanaka, Rankin, and Blair with 3 unanswered goals. Third period, and we take game 2 as well. This time, 3-2 or 3-1. I don't even know. It's 3-2. There we go. 2-0 series lead. Outscored them 6-2 so far. Will it be the home team wins trend as it's game number 3? Hello, Endo Mills, though. Game number 3. First period, 1-0 Calgary. Trainer with the goal. Second period, 1-1. Third period, we're going to overtime. Rankin saves the day. In overtime, we lose. Boy, I wonder if it's the home team wins trend. I wonder. GG's. This series is over already. You'll love to see it. Game number 4. First period, 2-1 Seattle. Tanaka with our goal. Second period, 3-3. Pan and Luongo with 1 second left. Third period, hey, we lost. Boy, it's the home team wins trend again. I'm stunned. I've never seen anything like this. I've never, not once in this, never in my life. First period of game 5, 1-0 Seattle. Second period, 2-0 Seattle. Third period, 5-1 Seattle, where we have lost 3 in a row, and we're going to lose in game 6. Down 3-2 here in the second round. Love to see it. First period, 2-0 Seattle. Second period, 3-1 Seattle. Third period, we tie it up. I'm not getting invested. I'm not jumping in. I'm not watching it. Just fucking win. Thank you. We're going to game 7. Luongo ended it 25 seconds in. Game 7. Game fucking 7. Just go Best Lions to fucking mix it up. Everything will be fine. Here we go. To play the Nashville Predators in the Western Conference Final. It's Game 7. First period, 1 goal apiece, McElhaney and Harakala. Second period, 3-1 Seattle. It's great. Gonna lose again. That's it. 5-2 final. We lose in the second round again. We have only made it to the conference final once. No matter what the fuck we do, this team cannot and will not win. We have never had a team that could make the playoffs this consistently, and we've also never had a team that can lose in the playoffs this consistently. It's honestly very impressive.